I have a job for you.
Jeez, it's not another Ark, is it?
No, not again. This time I need a full-scale home renovation.
Noah Construction and Builders is your design and build partner. We do it all, from additions and dormers to full-scale renovations. Schedule your no-cost design consultation today. Visit us online at noahconstruction-builders.com.
Noah Construction and Builders. Through dreams we design, with vision we build.
Makes me look muscular.
Welcome back. Dreams are your ticket out. Welcome back to Anthony Tuminello here.
Hey, everybody, how are you? It's good to see. Good to see Trevor, my buddy.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, I'm back. I had a little schedule conflict, but I heard that it was incredibly boring without me.
Yes, it was.
Yes,
Yes, it was. Trevor and I tried to make the most of it, but it was very tough, and also the holidays came in, so we've missed the last few weeks. But it's good to have you back here at WGBB Radio, MuscleSport Media Live, Monday, 7:30 to 8 p.m. I am your co-host, Joe Pietaro. Finally, I got my partner back. I could not just keep jibber-jabbering on my own, but hope everybody had a great Christmas and New Year's. We, this year they fell on Mondays, so we did some encore editions of previous shows the last 2 weeks. But tonight, live, and also, of course, we want to thank Noah Construction-Builders.com. They are our title sponsor. You will hear that commercial at the beginning and end of every program. Check these guys out at Noah Construction-Builders.com. So, Anthony, how you feeling tonight, buddy?
I feel great. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. It is 2024. We are getting incredibly old. You are getting ancient, and I am getting older. Right, Trevor? We're timeless. I like to say timeless.
Okay.
Right?
Sono vecchio.
Timeless. Timeless. So, yes, 2024, we are back. A lot of people have the same goals. It is new year, new me, people. To all you people, this show is going to be for you. So, new year, new me. Let's get back on the grind. And, we like to talk about, the New Year's resolution of, I think this is a lot of people's New Year's resolution. Some people is eating less pizza, drinking less soda, giving up bad habits. But for the most part, a lot of people say, listen, I'm going to get in shape. And that's what I think we're going to discuss at this point.
Sure.
Steps to get in shape. Baby steps, learning to crawl, then walk a little bit, then run. You never want to go 0 or 100. You know what I'm saying, Joe?
No, and it's you always. People make that joke every year. The gyms are crowded in January and back to being dead in February, and it has some credence to it, but not. I haven't noticed any difference in our gym. ProFit.
Well, it's still January.
No, I know, but it hasn't been anything this week different than I've seen the weeks prior, or 8 months prior than that.
Well, that place is constantly crowded. So.
Yeah, and it's probably has more people that are in medium to advanced level as well. Not as many beginners, but there are beginners there. Nothing wrong with being a beginner or somebody that's taken years off and then coming back.
No.
Right?
A lot of that's a big pet peeve of mine. I don't like the people that are like, oh, look at all these newbies. And you know what? Good for them.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what they need to be doing. And number one, this is my business for getting people back, not just in shape, but feeling good about themselves. It's a big mental thing. But I don't like that whole... look at all the new people and this and that. Good for them. This is what they're trying to better themselves. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's a big part of it. But I always, like I said, in the intro, you never want to go 0 to 100. And I do what burns people out, Joey, is that's why you don't see a lot of those people back in February, because they go 0 to 100. They try to do a lot more than they're capable of doing. And, truth be told, that's when they need guidance from a trainer or a fitness professional and stuff like that,
Yeah, I mean, the person that probably used to go to the gym and then took a few years off, they probably have a harder time than somebody that's never gone, because they know a little bit that it's going to be uncomfortable, you're going to have soreness and stuff like that. So sometimes that person's a little with it, the newer guy, the gal that goes, it's like it's completely unknown to them, so they don't know what to expect. And like you said, a lot of times if they do go overboard, that's when you get that, oh, I'm really sore I felt it walking up and down my stairs the next day. But sometimes that's it's a good feeling if you don't go too hard. But because you worked yourself. Not that it worked, you worked. You did your job in the gym. But it is smart to go and do something under the guidance of someone if you're not sure how to do something, especially if you're trying something, a whole new routine. If somebody's maybe they took off from the gym and when they left, they weren't overweight. Now they gained weight. Now they're coming back and they have a totally different plan, right? Maybe somebody was into, building muscle. Now all of a sudden they got heavy over that time. Now it's more of a losing fat kind of thing. Talk a little bit about that, coming into the gym with a different target in mind.
Well, I mean, again, everyone has their specific goals. The biggest misconception is people think, I just need to do a ton of cardio, or I just need to lift weights, or they go back to the stuff that they used to do when they're younger. As you age, your metabolism changes, your muscle mass changes. It's a lot harder to get back into shape with certain things. But what I always like, once again, what I always like to say is take step by step. I follow my own advice with certain things. You take step by step, little progress, change one thing a day. We talked to this before, about this before, and don't go 0 to 100. Yeah. Especially lifting weights, because once again, you're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna get demotivated, and it takes a while to break a bad habit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, there's always misconceptions in the gym. Girls think, not too much, the younger population, but if they lift weights, they're going to get bulky. And, it's just cardio. We call them cardio queens. They're doing the spin, and they don't touch the weights, or they don't change anything up. But again, they haven't lost a pound in 25 years doing that. You know what I mean? But people that are just beginning and just getting started, take everything step by step. If you're right off the couch and you're not doing anything, walk on the treadmill, do the circuit train machines, but again, get some guidance, or you're either going to hurt yourself or you're going to get completely exhausted, demotivated. And, like I said, take it step by step. That's the biggest thing.
The thing I noticed about you with your clients is you got a full array of clients, male, female, old, young, in shape. And I really haven't seen you train anybody that's totally out of shape. Even like some, maybe they're not new. Maybe they were. And I only saw them after you got them back, where they wanted to be. But it seems like you have, and obviously there's a whole different plethora of type of programs. A middle-aged woman is going to be on something completely different than a 25-year-old guy who's playing, a college ball or whatever type. So talk a little bit about that. Okay, even if they maybe they messed up during the holidays, there's still a regular person that goes to the gym, watches what they eat. You're working with them, like you said. Your clients, everybody, all of us, we slip up and enjoy ourselves, especially during the holidays. And it's not even like accidental. I wanted to eat junk during the holidays. I wanted to drink, so I did it. And I missed a handful of days in the gym, and so what? What's the big deal? I'm back and everything's normal. So talk a little bit about if your clients, you got them on a great program, and that, they're going on vacation or something. What type of advice do you give them?
I give them the leniency of the holidays. There's no, I don't stress. Here's the best thing I say. I go, you got one job. Your job is not to lose weight. Your job is not to gain weight. Your job is to stay exactly the same at this moment, usually before Thanksgiving. And that's what I like to say. I go, you won.
Oh. Speaking of.
What is Trevor?
I got to put my specs on.
You are the best.
Grazie mille.
You got to get him more T-shirts. We got to get him. Now you know what you got to do.
Yeah.
Look at this. Speaking of the holidays.
Oh, Vino Rosa. Oh, nice.
Trevor, you're the best.
That
You
Thank
are
you,
the
Trevor.
best.
Appreciate it. That will not go to waste. Good
No,
table
absolutely
wine.
not.
No, look at that.
Look at that.
I don't.
Salute.
Saluto. Drink.
Okay. So, yeah, like I said, I give them the leniency of
Going into
the holidays. I say you won if you stayed exactly the same. As long as you remained somewhat active, as long as you had most of your routine, 80%, 70%, you're gonna mess up. Now, my clients all specifically, don't forget we've changed their metabolism. So they are allowed, your metabolism is your friend. There's your friend in the holiday. So they are allowed some slip-ups. If they're gaining 5 pounds, 6 pounds, something like that, most of it is water weight just by changing their daily, sodium intake. They're eating cheese. They're overeating. They're probably at a calorie surplus. But when you change someone's metabolism for the better, remember, it speeds up. So that surplus of calories, it's burning off, for the most part. But I always say your job is to stay the exact same weight and stay the exact same body fat. If that happens when I do your numbers, you won. It is not a Christmas miracle. It is the science of nutrition and exercise physiology.
I have two things to bring out to you, two questions. I guess I'll do it's better segue from what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
They're changing their metabolism by following a specific program. Now, obviously, that doesn't happen in a day, doesn't happen in a week, doesn't happen in a month. And also, I'm sure it fluctuates because it depends on how much they're putting into it. If they're screwing up, obviously. So do you have a ballpark figure on how long, if somebody is following it for the most part, and that means diet, rest, and the training, how long does it take for them to get their metabolism in a position where if they do mess up during the holiday season, it doesn't completely throw them off whack?
Oh, you mean, okay, so first of all, to change someone's metabolism and to get it a little faster and going a little bit, generally speaking, it takes about 1 month to start seeing results.
So but that's even quicker than I thought.
No
That's
question.
if they're on.
To start, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You generally start seeing, you're starting to feel better the first couple of weeks. Your pant size maybe starts changing a little bit. But to get that metabolism going and keep it steady, it starts around 1 month is when you start really, seeing the results. Obviously, I could get someone to lose a ton of weight, water weight for the first 2 weeks. It's not just body fat. You know what I'm saying?
But metabolism, a totally different story.
Well,
That's
metabolism, your metabolism. Remember, we always relate it to a motor in a car. You know what I'm saying? So you want to keep that car running, right? Using the car, or what's going to happen? It's just going to be stopped.
And it's going to take longer to start and longer to get to.
But everyone, to answer your question about that, everyone is a bit different,
Sure.
So when someone's that's, let's say very overweight or in the obese range or whatever, their body wants, it's like, someone that's a drug addict or something, their body wants that food,
calories.
and then when you give it a little too much, it says, I remember. That's like, it's like that demon stuff. I remember that.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So everyone's different per se. Everyone does have a different metabolism. Everyone burns fat, at a different rate.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, when I start someone on any program, even if it's just a very easy calorie deficit, around 1 month, your metabolism starts to kick. Even someone that has digestive issues.
Yeah.
Same concept.
Yeah, so it's even though everybody has a different metabolism, basically genetically, if they follow a specific program in a month, you have a way of altering that to their advantage.
Absolutely.
See, to me, that's like such a big difference between just getting in shape.
Oh, absolutely.
You're getting your body in shape now for life if you follow that.
Well, again, there's steps, there's protocols, then there's steps, then there's advance, and everything. What did I say in the beginning? You can't go 0 to 100. There's steps and protocols for each.
Yeah.
Now, people might want to think, I want to start lifting weights more. I want to do this more. That doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? You can't get off the couch and start bench pressing 250. You know what I mean? Maybe some people can, but you understand there's protocols and there's steps. There's almost like divisions on what we try to do with people, you know? And once I get that, you know, most of the people that are coming to me, like I've been doing this so long, so they know what they're getting when they're coming to me. Basically, the biggest thing, no one asks any questions. They say, I'm just going to do what you tell me. And most of the people that are coming to me, they already know that's the deal. And if they do that, you know, a lot of people just want to be told what to do. If they do that, they know they're getting in the best shape of their life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's important.
And that's the truth.
And also, I have, it's actually, I'm not complaining. To me, it's I actually have an advantage. I, for some reason, during the holidays and during vacations, where I do nothing, like the holidays, obviously I'm going to the gym, but let's just say I go on vacation for 8 days, 7 nights with my wife to one of these Sandals resorts. I am doing nothing as far as gym type of thing. I'm not doing any cardio. I'm eating like a pig. I'm drinking a lot of alcohol. I'm doing most things that I don't normally do back home. I will come home and I will be down 5 pounds, and I'm not complaining because I might feel crappy, but then I look at the scale, like you said, to maintain the weight. Even now, like this past month, I started to, I was under 200, which I've been a 200, 205 guy for like maybe the last few years. I was like 190 something during the month of December. Can you have a theory of why my body goes down when I'm not doing good for myself?
Well, a couple things. Number one, which I don't think is you know, water weight is fluctuated. So that's why the scale, we talked about this. The scale is very good for people that are out of shape. I don't care what anyone says, what trainer says, oh, you're losing weight. I want to see that number on a scale until I don't need to look at that scale anymore. But that takes a long time for someone that is completely out of shape, overweight, obese. It's not an advantage, sir. How long have you been actually exercising?
Since I was 14 years old. I'm 56.
Okay, you just answered your own question.
Yeah.
Your metabolism is still a furnace. Why? Because you have made this a lifestyle. A complete lifestyle. Your metabolism knows exactly what to do when you overloaded with calories, sodium, even when you're stagnant. You have made your body into a calorie burning furnace.
So it's burning those extra calories.
No doubt.
Because I've gotten it in a type of condition where it's doing its job.
100%. It's the same concept as muscle memory, Joey.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing. You know, if you take a week off or whatever, don't worry. Your muscles remember that. You know what I mean?
Like you said, at some point, the mirror is more important than the scale.
No, not really. The mirrors can be. I don't like that either.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but the mirrors can be deceptive.
Yeah. But also how do you feel?
Yeah.
I get on the scale. I don't feel weaker because I feel like I dropped 4 pounds during the month of December while I was eating junk. I feel the same.
Yeah.
I get back on the machine. I'm doing the same weight and reps and short rest period that I did before Thanksgiving, let's say, or before my vacation. Even when we went on a long trip, it was a 2-week trip. We did no. I wasn't going to any gyms or anything. Yeah. I went back in the gym. I felt fine. It was no problem at all.
Well, again, water weight can fluctuate. So you tend to eat a lot of Italian food. You eat now all the time. It's loaded with sodium. So So if you weigh yourself the next morning, you might have put on 10 pounds or not 10 pounds, but 5, 6 pounds. And then what I say, your metabolism recognizes that. Your body recognizes it says Joey. What did you put in me?
Where's all this money coming from?
Yeah. What is this? I got to burn this off, right?
So maybe 12 hours later, my body could be
and that's different. Usually water weight,
and
stuff like that. But everyone is different. But to answer your question, why that happens to you, you've been training for 40 plus
Yeah.
years.
Like I said, I'm not complaining about it. It's just I'm just curious about it, and this is more your department than it would be mine.
Right.
So, see the advantages you got when your buddy and your co-host is the trainer and knows all of this stuff. He went to school for it. I just asked him. I get it for nothing.
But you know what the crazy part is too? There really is no one answer for any of this stuff.
That's a good point.
You know, truth is, it's based on the individual. You know, that's why there's very, very skinny people, and that's why there's overweight people.
Yeah.
Is it genetic? Absolutely. But can you? That's another pet peeve of mine when people say, I can't change this. This is the way I am. That is bull. You can change your genetics. Mm-hmm. You can change your genetics. So that I have proven that for 20 plus years doing this. That's how long I've been doing this. 20 plus years. I have proven that. And any fitness professional, trainer, strength coach, really good nutritionist that's been around, they have proven that. Yeah. So that's poppycock when someone says my genetics is this is why I'm overweight. They use that as an excuse. You know what I mean?
Well, of course. And sometimes it's an excuse to make them psychologically feel better.
Right. But
they got to put the work in now. And regardless if they make an excuse or not, if they don't put the work in.
100%. However, feel for those people and be proud of those people when they do lose 100 pounds, when they do. Because let me tell you something.
Tough.
It is not easy to do. They just need the right guidance.
Yeah. I mean, to me, I was always a skinny kid. I'm an ectomorph, I guess, skeletal-wise. Mm-hmm. I always was thin and stuff like that. So to me, it was just okay. I had to eat more, dynamic weight gainer and all of this old Weeder stuff from the '80s,
which is very, very true to this day. So I loved Weeder. To be honest with you, it was very smart.
But the stuff that I used to use was I was trying to add calories.
Yes, but weight gainer.
Yeah, like all the weight gainer stuff and high calorie food, and even if it wasn't great stuff, you're burning it off, but you're getting the calories in there, and it changes your body shape a little bit.
It does. It does. That's what has changed over the years. So scientifically proven, and again, I'm guilty of it as well. Back in the day, I would eat everything in sight as long as it had 50 grams of protein to 60 grams of protein per sitting. All right, but I could do that because I was like you. It was the same concept. But now scientifically, they say, which is true, if you have to gain weight per se, now that we're on that subject, you need about 300 to 400 calorie surplus than what you're burning. So if you consistently can get 300 to 400 calorie on the surplus, and you're exercising and you're working out and you're utilizing the protein, the carbs, the macros, and all that stuff, you're going to gain some leaner muscle.
How do you know how many calories you're burning? Obviously, the cardio machine says it for you, but you're not always on a cardio machine.
Well,
how do you judge that?
Your metabolic rate. So, I mean, if you're at a calorie surplus, you're either not going to lose weight, you're going to stay the same, or put on a little weight. If you're at a deficit, you're going to lose weight. Generally speaking.
Yeah. So you try to lower the calories for someone that's heavy and out of shape, trying to get in shape. A guy like skinnier guy that wants to put on muscle, an athlete, a guy playing ball, a young kid just starting to come into his own.
They are burning so many calories. Look at Michael Phelps, for instance, as far as the swimming. I mean, he is utilizing and burning so many calories that he has to intake a ton.
And the junk food that he says he ate, and the guy he's ripped. He's a big, tall, lean guy with muscle mass.
But that's just the science of being on. Right. That's he's utilizing. It's the same concept. You look at a marathon runner, right? You're not putting on muscle, you know what I'm saying? It's a marathon runner, right? So that's the difference, and that's there's guidelines and there's protocols and all that stuff, and then you just have to fit each individual, into that. Yeah. That's something yet you learn as a trainer, and you learn someone's body. So everyone, and to point being is there is really no correct answer for any of this stuff. The only thing that is certain is it's based on the individual, but there is certain guidelines.
Yeah, certain guidelines, and you have to do trial and error
Right.
sometimes. I mean, even you as a trainer, you may have somebody doing a program and it's not working out for them. You alter part of it, and all of a sudden, bang, it starts to click and all of that.
You know the crazy part, not to interrupt you, it's usually just mental. The crazy part is usually just, it's mental on their part. Once they really understand, they start seeing results, then that program is spot on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's the toughest part is the beginning, or that
it's the mental.
stagnant part, the hamster wheel part where they're up and down and stuff. But the bottom line is really the topic of the show was for whoever, if you're a newbie, if you're you were a gym rat and you took some years off and you went back with the New Year's resolution, good. Get in there and don't give it up. Just do it. You know, even if you go, like you said, you got to go slow. I only have a chance to get there 3 days a week.
Good.
Okay, so that's what you start with. Maybe next month you get a 4th day.
That's it.
Because now you're going to start feeling better. You're going to start making time for this thing. You know, I mean, not everybody has a schedule where they can get to the gym 5 mornings a week. It doesn't always work that way. So if you're out there and your New Year's resolution was to lose 40 pounds for your high school reunion or whatever the heck it was, just start today, and don't stop tomorrow.
Here's what I say. Here's the best thing I can tell people, okay? All right. Make it part of your lifestyle. All right, make it part of your lifestyle. You never forget to leave the house without clothes or sneakers or brush your teeth or shower.
Yeah.
Okay? Make this part of your lifestyle. The gym, nutrition, your body is a temple. Treat it like that.
There you go. That's going to do it for us. We'll see you in 1 week, MuscleSport Media Live. Thanks, guys. It didn't go by this fast when you weren't here.
Trevor, you're the best.
Noah, I have a job for you.
Jeez, it's not another arc, is it?
No, not again. This time I need a full-scale home renovation.
Noah Construction and Builders is your design and build partner. We do it all, from additions and dormers to full-scale renovations. Schedule your no-cost design consultation today. Visit us online at noahconstruction-builders.com.
Noah Construction and Builders. Through dreams we design, with vision we build.